Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Shanika and today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 skincare tips, especially if you are in your 20s and 30s. I mainly do videos about hair, but skin is just like hair and just as important to take care of us. So I wanted to give my top 10 tips. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Tip number one, which I by far think is one of the most important tips that you'll hear all over, is protect yourself from the sun, from all the harmful damage that the sun can do, the UV rays, as well as the pollution in the air. On top of those UV rays can do so much damage to your skin. I personally use two different sunscreens built into a moisturizer for my skin. The one that I like and that I just used on my trip was my Nivea Soothing Day Cream. This has a built-in SPF of 14, so I would wash my face regularly, apply this, and go about my day. And I would reapply this every hour or so, especially since you're sweating and your face dries out so quickly. I apply this very often. The second sunscreen that I do like is by CeraVe. This is the Facial Moisturizing Lotion SPF 30 for normal to dry skin. This one is also great. They both do not burn my skin. They're easy to rub into the skin. They don't leave a terrible white cast, so you can use a decent amount without looking like a ghost afterwards. I would just say that when you are applying around the eyes, be cautious. It does give a little bit of a tingle if it does get into your eyes. But other than that, these are great. I can reapply often and I can wear these under makeup as well. And then just for my body, I use the regular Copper Tone Sport. This is an SPF of 30. I did have a higher SPF, but I don't know where it is that I packed for the trip. But I do like a Copper Tone for the body. Works perfectly fine. And I feel great. Also, going hand in hand with making sure you are applying your SPF, whether it's an SPF that is in a lotion or built-in moisturizer, a spray, or in your makeup, make sure you are wearing a hat whenever possible to protect your forehead and your hair and your scalp. They can also get damage from the sun rays as well. So wear your hats, wear your scarves, wear your bonnets, the big sun hats, whatever you can to protect this part of your body as well. Skincare tip number two is to eat a diet rich in fruits and vegetables in order to get those awesome minerals, vitamins, antioxidants. They're not just good for your gut health, but they are also critical for skin, especially skin turnover, helping those skin cells regenerate and stay healthy and strong. And when our skin cells in our body and on our skin are healthy and strong and fortified and functioning properly, we will stay looking and feeling younger and healthier longer. They are very, very important for maintaining the health of our skin. So make sure you get those antioxidants and vitamins into your diet whenever possible, whether it is an actual food form or a supplement form. For me, I'm not too big on pills and supplements and vitamins, as I just have not found one that I absolutely love. So I will get my vitamins in the forms of actually eating food, preferably fruit shakes. I love to put fruits in a smoothie or take my vegetables. I hate raw vegetables, so I will most likely steam them. Tip number 3 is exercise. Exercise, you wouldn't think is that important for your skin, but it is. If you have ever had a really great workout, you know exactly what I mean. When you're sweating, you feel pumped, you feel energized, you feel as if blood is flowing to all parts of your body and your skin. And as a result of all that blood flowing, all that oxygen flowing, you end up with a radiant glow, mixed in with sweat, of course, but you will actually see sometimes that you do look a little bit extra dewy, glowy, a little bit more flushed in the cheeks And that is because the oxygen is flowing to those parts of the body that need it, and that is excellent for the skin. Tip number 4 is to sleep on a silk or satin pillowcase. Most of us are active sleepers, and even if you're not, at some point in the time throughout the night, you will turn from side to side and your face is rubbing against your sheets and your pillows. And silk and satin are so great for not only keeping the skincare products on your skin and not absorbing them as much, so that those products have a better chance, longer time to sit on your skin and absorb and do what they're supposed to do, but all that moving from side to side on cotton sheets causes wrinkles, all that friction. So when you're on something that's silk or satin, you're just gliding against the material a little bit more, which more gliding, less friction, less wrinkles. So sleep on silk and satin pillowcases. Tip number 5 is to sanitize your phone daily, or as often as you possibly can. I say phone because most of us always have our phone with us, and it's always touching against our cheeks, the side of our face, along our ears, and a lot of people are prone to acne flare-ups or random pimples in those spots, and a lot of the times it's because our phones are not clean and we constantly have them against your face. So your phone, your devices, your headphones, your earphones, whatever is constantly going to be touching your face. Even if you try to hold it not against the skin, sometimes it does end up touching your skin. And as well as removing those germs and bacteria, we have hair products that our phones touch and rub against, and all those oils then transfer onto our face and skin and could lead to breakouts. So keep your phone and keep your devices clean, as well as your hands clean. That's an obvious tip. I shouldn't even have to add that to the list. Keep your hands clean, people. So I'm not saying these tips in any order of importance, in my opinion. I'm just saying them as they are all important to me. But this next one is especially important. And tip number 6 is to drink more water. Drink enough water. Find out how much water your body needs on a daily basis based off of how much you weigh and how old you are. But water is so critical. And for the majority of the population, we are severely under drinking the amount of water we're supposed to. And in my opinion, most of us are walking around dehydrated and don't realize it. I was just on a trip to Jamaica, extremely hot temperatures, change in water that I'm drinking, and not drinking enough as it is, as well as sweating more. And I feel dehydrated still to this day, especially, when you're traveling and you're going through airports and you're spending time at in places, public places, for the entire day. You try not to drink as much, so you do not have to go to the bathroom. And even doing that for one day can set you back drastically. If you watch my other videos, you can tell that there just seems to be some extra tightness around my mouth and my lips. Like, I feel like I constantly have cotton in my mouth because I am so dehydrated. And since I have been back from my trip, I have been drinking 1 gallon of water a day, which has been such a help. It has made such a difference in the clearing up of my skin after being exposed to sun. Like, I feel like my skin, dead skin, is just flaking off much quicker than it probably would have had. My skin is feeling plump and rejuvenated. I don't look so dry and stiff. My mouth is feeling a lot better. My body's feeling a lot better. My bones, my joints, all of me is feeling so much better just by increasing my level of water intake from where I was, which was basically dehydration every single day, up to 1 gallon a day. I'm not saying you have to do 1 gallon because that is a lot of water, but in the event that you ever want to try to drastically increase your water intake, pay attention to all those different areas of your body and how they are performing and functioning. And I'm willing to bet $5 you will notice a difference for the better. So that tip, drink more water, increase your water intake, and you will see yourself just glow and flourish beautifully. So my next tip, tip number 7, is to cleanse your skin gently. I feel like we do not turn skincare into the mindful experience that it should be. And I say mindful because a lot of the time we are just rushing when it comes to washing our face, exfoliating our face, throwing moisturizer, and we're just going. It's just like this thing that we try to do really quickly and be out of the bathroom. And what I love about social media is that we are, I don't like this word, but that's what it is. We are romanticizing our life. We are romanticizing skincare. Make it seem fun and enjoyable. Do it slowly, do it gently. Take your time when you're cleansing your face. We should be cleansing our face for at least 60 seconds. You will see a difference in how clean your face does feel from using your cleanser for just 10 seconds compared to 60 seconds. You will get a much deeper clean. You will see your skincare perform so much better if you give it the time it needs. Those active ingredients that we are paying for to work. Take your time. It cannot just be a couple seconds, rub, 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 rinse, move on to the next step. Take your time, lather it in, give it time to work, and then move on to your next step and your next step and your next step. But do it gently, especially when it comes to using exfoliators or products that are a little bit more harsher, more abrasive. Make sure you're paying attention to how much you apply to your skin so you're not over applying, over drying, over rubbing and exfoliating and scratching. You do not want to cause any microscopic tears, let extra germs, bacteria in. Your skin could end up being more likely to get breakouts if you are rough. Just take your time, cleanse gently, do your steps gently and slowly. Just think of it in your head as that little time in the day, whether you do have that little 5 minutes or you have an hour to do your skincare. Just take your time with each step, make it feel good, make it work. You will see benefits to your skincare if you give it the chance it needs. My next tip number 8, I think I am on, is to moisturize daily. Now I say this one with a little bit of grain of salt. There are times where I feel like my skin is just extra clogged, overly moisturized, overly hydrated, and I want to give it just like a gentle cleanse in the morning. Say for instance, I do an amazing skincare routine in the night and I make sure to pack on that moisture. Your skin is still pretty soft and hydrated in the morning. I can kind of away with doing just a little bit of a gentle cleanser to rinse some of that excess oil off and kind of get away most days without packing on extra moisturizer. But I would say to never just completely skip moisturizer every single day. You will see a difference in your skin compared to going without moisturizer and using it regularly in your routine. You will feel the suppleness in your skin increase just from adding that little bit of extra moisture to the skin, especially if you are prone to any skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, whatever it may be. Moisturizer is critical, and moisturizer, I feel like, is what keeps us looking young and youthful. If you were to compare a person's face in their 30s, exact same lifestyle as another person's face in their 30s, one uses moisturizer and one doesn't, I'm pretty sure you would be able to spot the difference. Moisturizer keeps those skin cells hydrated, and when they're hydrated, they're feeling comfortable. It's just like your skin is feeling comfortable and you're able to just go on about your day better. Your skin cells are able to function better if they are getting what they need. So keep your skin moisturized and hydrated. Try not to skip moisturizing your skin. So skincare tip number 9, I am going to say is optional. I would not say it's absolutely necessary. Tip number 9 is to look into at least do a little bit of research and maybe dabble, tip your toes into actives, whether that's retinoids, hyaluronic acids, anything in that type of realm that's a little bit of a step up, that those type of ingredients are formulated to penetrate the skin a little bit deeper so you can get a little bit of an extra boost in terms of results you may be looking for. Actives are great for that, but I don't think, in my honest opinion, that every single person out there needs to use actives. Maybe especially if you are somebody who's a little bit younger in age, if you're in your teenage years, your skin is beautifully clear, no issues, you probably don't need any actives. But maybe as you get older, you kind of want to dip into something, you want to get rid of hyperpigmentation, clear up some scars, even out some texture, prevent wrinkles. Like a lot of these active ingredients, actives, are meant to actively work with the skin to prevent issues. So we don't want to say use actives in your 60s and 70s, that's too late. We want to put routines and ingredients and products in place at a specific time in our life where they can prevent issues. We want to get a jump start on things before they have time to manifest. But a lot of those ingredients can be a little bit harsher. They do have their own side effects and complications and interactions, whether you're pregnant or you're on certain medications as well. So I would definitely consult with a dermatologist or your doctor before you start using any of those harsher ingredients, but just to research them, keep them in your mind. You never know, the skincare products that you already are using may already have active ingredients in them, such as like a 2% salicylic acid in your Biore facial toning clarifier. Yeah, most of the time, a lot of our products already have actives in it, but in smaller doses, so they aren't as harsh. But actives are great. They do have a time and place. Okay, and tip number 10, my final tip, is to love your skin no matter what stage it is in your life, how old you are, how young you are, no matter what complications you have with your skin. Find a way to love your skin in order to work with it, work with your skin, give it what it needs, what it wants, and don't fight with your skin. When you fight with your skin, it's the same type of thing I think I would say when it comes to your hair. Do not fight against your hair. You will end up with more problems than you want. Work with your skin. Figure out what it needs, what it wants, what you want, what your desires are, and come up with a balance to give it that. Don't fight against it. When we fight our skin, we're angry with our skin. Oh, I hate this part. I hate this part. We're never going to be content. We're never going to be satisfied. We're going to use 1,000 things. We're going to waste our money. We're going to pour products on our skin, risk damaging our skin the same way we could accidentally risk damaging our hair by fighting with it. Start off with a healthy relationship with your body, with your skin. Work with it and move forward. Find that balance. I hope you enjoyed today's video. By the way, all I'm wearing on my skin right now is a little bit of moisturizer, no makeup. So this is what my skin looks like. It is not perfect, but I still love it just the way it is. So this is it. These are the tips that I do follow, that I try to follow. I'm not gonna lie, I slack on sometimes, and I have to remind myself to be more diligent in order to get the results that I want. But I love my skin, and I will keep trying my best to give it what it needs. Stay young, healthy, youthful, and beautiful. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.